2,000 species of mosquitoes around the world, with 3/4 of these being found in tropical and subtropical conditions. They are from the order Diptera and the family Culicidia, and they're often mistaken for gnats, crane flies and midges. Our interest in mosquitoes is due to the fact that they are vectors of some of the world's most devastating diseases such as malaria and dengue. Now, in the absence of a suitable vaccine for malaria and dengue, controlling the mosquitoes is one of the primary methods for disease control strategies. I'm particularly interested in the development of insecticide resistance in mosquitoes, which threatens the success of vector control programs. So we're here in our insectaries, which are specialised climate control rooms. The temperature in this room is set at 27 degrees C with 80% relative humidity in order to mimic tropical conditions. The lighting is set at a 12-hour cycle of light and dark periods, which transition with a gradual 30-minute lighting or darkening to mimic dusk and dawn. Now I'd like to introduce you to one of the most important disease vectors, Aedes aegypti. This is the vector of the arboviruses dengue, chikungunya, yellow fever and Zika, the latter of which was declared a global emergency in 2015. Roughly half of the world's population is at risk from dengue, and this is partly due to the spread of this mosquito. Mosquitoes have a complex life cycle and undergo complete metamorphosis. The females lay their eggs on or near the surface of stagnant water, and the eggs can be seen here on this egg paper as small black dots. They only need the smallest amount of water to oviposit, and a female can lay between 50 and 500 eggs at one time. The embryo starts developing inside the egg once it's been laid. And Aedes aegypti's eggs are waterproof, which means they can withstand drying out for months. Withstanding desiccation has allowed Aedes aegypti to travel across the world, typically via shipping routes, and colonise new territories, and thereby increasing the risk of dengue and other arboviruses. Small legless larvae hatch from the egg, and they undergo 4 molts at the larval stage, becoming bigger in size at each successive molt. They actually hang upside down, breathing at the surface of the water through a specialised tube at the rear called a siphon. Imagine this as a snorkel. They use small bristles at the mouth to create a current to feed on algae and other organic matter in the water. At this stage, we feed them with ground up fish flakes used to feed gold or tropical fish. Within around 5 to 7 days, the 4th stage larvae develop into pupae, which is a comma shape and is seen darting around in the water, and the adult develops inside the pupal case. After about 1 to 2 days, the terrestrial adults emerge from the pupal case. Adult mosquitoes feed on plant nectar using a specialised piercing mouthpart called the proboscis. In the insectary, we provide cotton wool buds soaked in a sugar water solution for the adults to feed on. However, females of a large number of mosquito species require the protein from blood for their egg development. It's this hematophagy that has led some species to become vectors, as parasites and viruses can be transmitted via the blood meal. When we need eggs to keep the colonies going, then the females will take a blood meal. A female can take up to 3 times her body weight in blood. After feeding, around 24 to 48 hours later, the gravid female will lay their eggs in a wetted oviposition pot, and the life cycle starts over again. One of the challenges about controlling Aedes aegypti is that it's a day biter, so the use of insecticide-treated bed nets are less effective than, say, for night bite mosquitoes that transmit malaria in Africa. Adults are typically controlled by fogging with insecticides, whilst larvicides can be added to breeding sites. However, insecticide resistance has developed in a large number of Aedes aegypti populations across the world. Aedes aegypti has adapted superbly to live alongside its main food source, humans, using human-made containers as breeding sites. Therefore, eliminating breeding sites should be a key component of Aedes control. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you enjoyed this small insight into this fascinating insect.